Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the grieving process webinar. I'm not going to be on very long today. I came on a little long, a little technical difficulty with the internet today over here. Hope all is well with everybody, but we'll get more deep in depth. There's a quick video I want to share with you all today on this platform. Tomorrow, we're going to dive in a little bit deeper. But the first thing we're going to kind of put out there is the video that you're going to be watching, ladies and gentlemen, is entitled, What is Grief Outbursts? Okay, so I'm going to start sharing my screen. And let you watch this video quickly.
Well, ladies, welcome to this video. Today I have Joanne with me. I'm very excited to have you today.
Thank you.
And we are going to talk about grief bursts. Now, you may not know what that is, so let me just briefly define that for you. A grief burst is when you are just in a moment, in an experience, just overwhelmed with grief in your loss of a loved one. So, Joe, before you describe what a grief burst looks like in your life, what has happened in your life where grief has become a very real reality for you?
Okay, sure. Sunday, it was Father's Day, June 21st, 2015, when our son Russell and daughter-in-law Shauna, our granddaughter Tylee, and grandson Blake passed away. They died. It was determined to be a murder-suicide, and totally unexpected.
Right. And the shock of your life, all of a sudden, your family wiped out, gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that you have been on a journey in many ways through this experience.
Right.
So for you, you're now 2 years out from that terrible day.
Yeah.
How have grief bursts looked like in your life? How would you describe that? So people watching can feel like they can relate to what that looks like, because they might be thinking, that happens to me and it just feels weird, and is that right?
Sure. Well, like we've talked about before, grief is different for everybody. You're going to experience it differently. Obviously, the grief was the strongest. That first year, the first week, month, horrible. But time does have a way of softening the blow, so to speak. But the grieving for me isn't over. It's changed. And the grief burst for me is when I'm just going about everyday errands and thinking about what I need to do, and, just really having a good day. I went to Walmart, and this was just a month or two ago, and I was picking up a birthday gift for a little person. And in the same aisle with me was a mother and her little daughter. And I heard the mother say, so pick out a birthday bag for Blake. And I stopped dead in my tracks and teared up and thought of my Blake.
Right.
And that I can't buy him gifts anymore.
Right.
And I just burst into tears. I was shopping with my daughter, and I just wanted to leave the store. So I went to find her, and I was going to look for her so we could leave. I took a double glance at a young man who reminded me so much of Russell that I actually wanted to say, Russell.
Wow.
And that was twice in one day.
Wow.
And got in the car and.
So and in those moments when those grief bursts happen, it's just an overwhelming experience, and you're just struck by the loss that you don't get to see those people, like you said, to hear Blake's name, to think about birthdays and all the birthdays that you won't get to share with him. And so it just overwhelms you, and you had your moment, right? You just had to cry and remove yourself, so maybe you didn't cause a scene or whatever. And so then does it just kind of dissipate? I mean, how long does that usually last for you? And then what happens?
It usually lasts just a few minutes. I quickly walked to the car. Rhonda was trying to catch up. And got in the car and turned it on. I had a good cry, and we were ready to go get gas.
Okay. So then you keep moving forward.
Sure.
So Joe, for you, what's the hope, or what is the anchor for you that allows you to kind of move through your grief that's been very painful and hard? But where's your hope? What do you do then with the rest of your days as you still are faced with the reality that you won't see them again weeks now?
Well, that's it right there sometimes. Just knowing I will see them again does bring me great hope and excitement. But the pain is still there because it's been 2 years and I can't believe that it's been that long. But what gets me through is God's Word and the hope that I have, and that I will see them again, and the hope that even though I'm here, God still has a work for me to do and a purpose. And He wants me to still live life abundantly, but I go to this one verse in Thessalonians that says, I will not grieve as one without hope.
Right. Let me read that real quick. From 1 Thessalonians 4, it says, and now, dear brothers and sisters, we want you to know what will happen to the believers who have died. So you will not grieve like people who have no hope.
Right.
And so what does that verse say to you?
It says to me that even though I grieve the loss of my family, I don't grieve as someone without hope. I grieve as one who has lost much, but I don't grieve because I've lost hope.
Right.
I will never leave God, ever. Ever.
And I think that that's important for you to say that your comfort, you go back to God. You go to His Word. You rest on His promises. And you trust that even though this situation has made no sense. And when you get to heaven someday, maybe you'll say, you know, God, boy, I wish that wasn't part of the story that I had to go through, but yet you've used it. And He is using it. And He is bringing good things out of that tragedy. But I hope that for you out there that struggle with grief or have loss, and you're just wondering, and how do I still hope in a God that allows this kind of stuff to happen? And really, like what you said, the point isn't wondering why did God allow something to happen, but recognizing that we live in a broken world where these things happen. But God, His character doesn't change, and He is the same God who was there before 2015, and He's the same God here today.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So, ladies, use those questions below. Have a conversation with someone, especially if you're really struggling with this, and find someone to walk with you through your grief, and go to God's Word. We have other resources in the library on grief, other videos that Joanne has been a part of, and really seek out the hope of Jesus and God's Word through your time of tragedy. And we'll see you in the next video.